henna on gray hair for gray hair coverage, white hair coverage, full henna. Hi Lock people, thank you for watching another video. This one, I am showing you how I color my hair. I used to use regular dyes, but now I use henna. I take off all my jewelry, make sure I don't get any henna on it. If you have any Loc'd jewelry, you can take those out if you want. I'm just doing my roots, so I'm just bringing all my hair down, taking it down because I need to shampoo the hair first. So this is my length. These are my roots. So yeah, I was just showing you all. I have regular henna powder, and you mix it up, and then you put the indigo as well if you want a darker color. But first, I have to wash. So this is after I washed my hair. I always wrap it in a towel, so I'll show you how I do that. So if you have long hair, you want to know how to kind of like dry your hair, just put the towel around and overlap each side like a flap in the front. And you could leave it like that for like 30 minutes or so, and it'll really help your hair dry. Sometimes I sleep in it like that. Not all the time, but sometimes. My hair dries pretty fast. So anyway, you always want to wash your hair before you apply henna. And you can see my roots, the white hairs at the roots. So it's time for me to color. So I'm just separating my locks here and preparing it for the henna application. And again, I'm just doing it to my roots. I use the powder now because I can mix up how much I need and I'm not wasting product. I used to use the liquid henna, but I stopped doing that because I felt like I was wasting some of the product. So what I like to do is put my hair over the towel, and I'll show you in a minute how I protect my clothing from the henna, because henna can get kind of messy. So I kind of like create like a little cradle for my locks to fall into the towel. And that way, as the hair is dripping, it's not dripping all over the floor, all of my clothes. It's on the towel like that. And I just leave it like that as it's drying while I apply the henna. Of course, you want to put gloves on because henna stains. I've already mixed it. So here you see the consistency. I put the powder in some water, and now I'm just applying it. I like to use a brush when I can because it's just easier. And I just brush it directly on the white hairs, directly on any hairs that I want colored or dyed, or not dyed, but any hairs that I want the henna to stain, because really it's a stain. And as per the directions, you can actually do henna as much as you want because it's not a chemical. So yeah, I'm doing it in sections. You see I'm going row by row. So my locks are in rows. So I just take each row, move it over, put the henna on toward the scalp, and then I do a cross section. So I do like rows and then columns, if that makes sense. So I go across one way and then I cross section the opposite way. So I can get a full coverage and make sure all the hairs are covered. So I'm just slowing it down so you can see how I am applying it. And it's all gone. It's all on. I only go up to half my head because most of the grays are in the front. So I leave it on for about 4 hours. I cover it with a plastic cap, plastic bag, because the caps are too small for my head. So I put a bag on. It's the only thing that fits all my hair. I have since changed this. Now I just kind of just put the bag on the front, and I don't wait 4 hours. I now do like 2 hours. But yeah, you could do it for up to 4. So this is how it looks after the 4 hours. I'm going to now apply, well, first I'm going to rinse my hair, then I'll apply the indigo. That's the indigo. So I rinsed all the henna out. You can see the color of the henna. It's like a reddish brownish color. And I will now apply the indigo to get the dark shade. So I'm doing the same process. All I did was rinse that henna out, and now I'm going in with the indigo henna. And that the indigo henna, as per the directions, it doesn't really sit long, but you can see there it has like a darker hue on top. And I just, same way, I go front to back on each row, and then after I do front to back on each row, I do side to side each row to make sure I get really good coverage. That's how you make sure you don't miss any areas. You do row by row, front to back, and then left and right, so that you can get all the locks. So I'm just making sure it's all saturated just like I did the first time. And I'm gonna let this sit as well. Two hours. And doing the same thing, just tying up my hair and putting the bag on it, or you use a plastic cap or whatever you want to use to cover your hair. And let that sit for 2 hours. And look how dark it comes out. You can see it comes out really dark initially. And again, this is indigo henna after I have already applied the regular henna. And I rinse it out, and here's the result. Nice dark locks. The only thing, it doesn't stay this dark. I noticed it's this way at first for like a week or so, and then it starts to lighten. But it does get it dark initially, so I was always happy for that. And then I can retwist my hair or not. But this is the result of my henna application for great coverage. 100% natural henna powder, regular henna, and then the indigo. And I'm just, oiling my hair a little bit because the henna can tend to be a little bit drying. I can condition it, but this time I just decided to put some oil on my roots at the base of my hair just to give it some moisture. And that was it. And here I'm showing you the coverage. You can see how it covered and colored all the white hairs that I had. Thanks for watching.